Hello Cobrats, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. I'm TryclydeTamer. Wolf-Link is going to be doing his stretches, Minda's going to be doing her yawning, etc. But, for now, we're going to do some teleportation of this cannon. What I plan on doing with this Link, I'm going to teleport it to somewhere. We're going to Castle Town because I actually want to see what the postman has to say in the letter, kind of later than it should be, but might as well do it while we can. And then, there's conveniently a hole in the sky to do things with. It's also kind of weird how in Breath of the Wild you hear a similar sound effect with how the cannon works, or at least in a trailer. People think that there were some odd connections, but we still don't know where exactly Breath of the Wild falls in the timeline because there's references to everything everywhere. No, this isn't the right place. Get serious. Do it over. I did this in practice, probably after one time of messing up the first bridge, and Minda was even more mad with me. But for the time being, Mr. Link, wait! Let's say we're a minute into this so I can go ahead and match things up with my stopwatch and stuff. Let's get it delivered. From Shad. Yes, it is from Shad, my friend. Your business is concluded, so get along with your life with your laughing as well, so I can check this letter with my D-pad usage and everything. Why is Shad's letter so far down? It's right here. Update. Dear Link, after we parted, I tried that word on all the statues I could find in Hyrule, but it was a disaster. I didn't even see you around. How disappointing. Yeah, you are disappointing. Sorry. But if I let something so small get to me, my dear father will scoff at me from beyond the mortal coil. I'm going back to the sanctuary in Kakariko Village to see if I can't find another lead. I certainly hope that if you find any more information, you will share it with me post-haste. The Dream Chaser, Shad. Let's make no more jokes and actually teleport the cannon to Lake Hylia. The heat always decides to turn on at weird times when I'm actually rolling video and stuff. Anyway, warping the cannon to the proper location. Huh. We're here in Lake Hylia, and there's a cannon expert all around. I don't know what that light thing falling was. Was it a shooting star like in Breath of the Wild? But that's not really a thing. Oh well. Oh, it's a Ooccoo. I see it all the way over there. Okay, that's interesting enough, I guess. Let's see if Fire has something to say about the cannon off in the distance, if his eyes are bulgy enough to see it. Hey, buddy! Even in the darkness you can see it. So, is that yours? Hey, buddy, I never thought you'd get so hooked on fantastication that you'd try to build your own cannon. So, are you gonna give me the tour or what? Looks like you have a serious rig over there. I'm pretty intrigued by that rig. And intrigued as well. Intrigue you. Whoa, it's kinda retro, huh? And there's no ignition device, so you can't even use it. Listen, buddy, I suppose I might be able to fix it for you. I mean, maybe. That is, if you can pay me 300 rupees in advance. What do you say? I have enough to go around. You can have it. Heh, I knew you'd see the light, buddy. Now I'll just be a sec. And yes, while he's doing this thing, it's taking more than a sec. The rupees are still chiming down. It's humorous how it goes with the music and the chiming of things. But he's getting things taken care of. It's always helpful in that regard. We're all sunny in daytime now. Look at that halo of the sun's corona. Magical scientific terms. Gravitational waves and solar flares. Here we go, buddy. All working as it should, I think. It may look like junk, but this thing's got some powerful innards. You're going to be knocking on the door to the heavens. Seriously, bud, it might be soaking So, I'm sorry for soaking you for the dough. I'll leave you alone then. Well, you just have the fun you want, okay, buddy? And I will be having all the fun I want by looking at this thing and getting ready to cross out into it, but that's not what we're wanting to do right now. We're actually going to make a quick flight over up there. I guess I can go ahead and cut it out. Let's just fly up this way with the whole hopping of stuff. We're just gonna be here pretty quick, just to show that you can use your Gale Boomerang and the Fairy of Winds all the way up there. And what it's gonna do is stop the chest floating up on the Oasis thing, even though it's not the Oasis flight, it's the flight by foul. So I guess we can use Ooccoo to get our way down there, but I'll just keep that off screen. Grab my orange rupee, you'll know when I'm up at 1414, before we fly to the city in the sky. Well, I kinda lied, because you do have to pay Falby those 20 rupees, and plus I gained one extra one with the big old rupees that you run into. So I'm at 13.95. So let's go ahead, claw shot with my iron boots on to create some cannon resistance. And looks like we have a couple other passengers joining us. It would be funny if it like zoomed inside the cannon to show Link like, what? You got Ooccoo, woohoo! This cannon is a walk-in. The boots aren't made for that though. These iron boots are made for solidifying your life. So here we shoot into the heavens. Let's get ready to have some fun in this dungeon. A little sarcastically, because this is the home of Ooccoo. Phew! Gracious, we made it back! Finally! Welcome, adventurer! This is the Sky City of the Ooccoo! Since you came all this way, I guess I can give you a tour of the city. Sounds fun. Eek! Oh, seems we have a Durgan flying around. It's just a giant cargo rock. Why is it a big deal? Just a few arrows and it's done. Or maybe not. I don't know. Crazy sounds of freaking out everybody's doing. And yes, there's multiple ones that look all the same. Ooh, goodness! Brave adventurer! You won't believe it! There's a dragon raging outside the city walls. Is there? Ooh, I'm terribly worried about everyone. I'm going to check in that shop for survivors. There they go. Ooccoo happens to know Hylian. Some other ones, as we'll come to find out, don't really speak too much of English. Or, yeah, no, they speak in their own language of stuff. There's some items to get down there, but let's just go against the flow of the wind for the time being. To be a Serpent Baba, or Baba Serpent, as it were, was the Wizard, Super Mario Bros. 3 references? I don't know. Let's take off our boots and hop into this place, even though it'd be funny to hear as you walk inside. We got Ooccoo's music playing. Hey, this is the dungeon music, except it's not. That's what we heard on the outside. Here's Ooccoo here in the shop. Ooh, sorry for earlier, adventurer. Ooh, but you're planning on walking around the city and taking it in, right? I'm worried about the others, and this is an emergency. I can't stand around waiting. Just wait with me and take me with you. I won't help you warp to the surface, but I will bring you back to the shop. Ooccoo is now with you. She's a reliable Ooccoo friend. Aw, yeah. That's how she is. It looks like this would be a little pause to where they all stay. It's like, hypersleep devices or whatever. And wow, I didn't really notice these. Mini cannons, maybe. They're just, building small ones. It's small ones for the Ooccoo juniors and stuff. Male, star, female, percentage looking thing, star. You are Hylian? No? I speak a little Hylian. You understand me? See something you want? Pick it up with the moving control stick of things. Seems like there should be something in the middle, but there's not something in the middle. Just a bunch of basic stuff that I don't really need. I can pick up bombs on my own time, and plus I only need 2 to fill things up to full. And my balls are all full. Plenty of a couple of full healing things with an attack boosting, and then a couple fairies in case I do fall in battle or anything. Battle! One kid's entertainment, Ash Ketchum. Ash Reginald Ketchum, as it were. Let's go through this way. Get ready to use my iron boots because there are a couple items to grab. My iron boots, I don't know. Why are they not symmetrical? I don't know. Coursing wind up here in the heavens while in the water. Must be pretty cold. And yeah, here in Indiana things are pretty cold as well. But it seems that Hyrule can be a decently summery place year-round. Aside from when you go to Snowpeak, Kansas. Or Canada, as of course you should joke it to be. I'm so rebellious I don't need my Zora tunic to grab this item, which is a set of 20 bombs. Yay, you don't need to pay the money for it, even though I could have come back later if I needed more bombs. Okay, yeah. The way to go there, that's the way to the shop, that's the way to the cannon. And yeah, this is actually the way forward. I was calling this the way to the shop, but it's not the way to the shop. Let's see if we can go against the wind. I don't have time for the likes of yims and yalls. Let's get up this way. Seems to be blocked off. Even though it kind of seems like we can slide through. Oh, hello. Kind of scaring me for a second there. You can't really use your boomerang on it, so let's try for our claw shot to do some activation. Yes, you can use the claw shot back in the Goron Mines when you're going for that stamp, if you desire to. So here's the cutscene to show us what the city in the sky is all like, even though we kind of already know. We're in the sky, it's the city, it's being turmoiled by the triumph of the dragon. I've seen quite a few different places, but we'll see them all over time as we explore this place. This isn't necessarily my favorite dungeon. I don't really play favorites in this game because I can't really think of one. I mean, Arbiter's Grounds is fun with the spinner, but I also like the classicness of the Forest Temple and simplicity as well. But yeah, enough talking about things. We go inside. We can pick up Oockoos, or Ooccoo as it is properly called, because Ooccoo is only that specific one. Like a cuckoo, so you can go around. The blue tiles are ones that fall, so let's give that a shot. See if that Helmosaur falls to his untimely demise, but he's not heavy enough for that for some reason. Let's get you out of the way so I can put you down like that and toss you down that way. I was wanting to see if your dead body would fall, but it wasn't going to. Yeah. Get yourself this way, then you can climb up onto these vines, these weenays, I guess. We're in the episode 40s now. Oh man, I thought I was trying to target onto that thing. Now we target onto you. I keep wanting to press the A button to do things, but it would make it drop. Just get out of the way of these Helmosaurs, okay? Yeah, you can watch your friend fall forever, do a free falling thing. But I don't want to do any free falling myself, because I don't really have a fear of heights, but of course I have a fear of falling. Who wouldn't? Unless you just want to fall right on down with your skydiving. Yeah, it'd be fun to do, as long as you're not actually doing a freefall skydiving, unless you know absolutely sure they're going to land safe with premonitions of the future. Regardless of the things I'm talking about, in this hub room of sorts, we are fighting a larger Helmosaurus as it were. I guess that's the phrase of the episode. Blank blank as it were, specifically blank. Let's just stab you in the back so it can actually do the damage to you. You only give me hearts, okay. I'm trying to think of a more smooth way of going with the groove. I want to push my way up that way, unless there's nothing here. Doesn't seem to be much of nothing here, except a fairy, oh boy. I don't need it though, because I already have a couple guys around. You're not gonna go into me, well, you're trying to go into me, but you weren't into me like the way it was, I don't know. Trying to be streamlined with this. I think it is up this way that we want to hook to, even though it's not really required to be so. Is the other thing broken? I thought there was supposed to be like a broken thing they go into, but I guess not. Let's go ahead and hook onto that, so let's not fall. Just keep on going in this room. Actually, I think that's where we want to hook to right there. I don't know why it's even more confusing than it would be in a mirrored mode thing. Is this where we want to go? No, it's not. What the heck? Why am I confusing myself so much? I guess the final variable that I'm checking is one that's pretty gapingly obvious, except not really. Is this way outside? Yes, it is, but there's actually a train's transition with it. Yes, I said that. A place to drop down to. And here we are. A place that requires a spinner. Hey! We can use a spinner for once. See how things will be for me. Keep things a-spinning. We could go in that northern way and the eastern way, but we're in the western way to keep things smooth enough. Keep it spinning to bring the bridge around, you know? Bring it safely to me. We're going a claw shot to the vines and have no fear of the world. Ooh, was that a mini version of the dragon? I guess it could be, but yeah. Don't need to worry about them too much unless the wind is going to bring them to me and do things like crazy like. But yeah, if we were to go the other way, there would be a locked door in which we require a key for, obviously. Obviously a key. I'd say we're coming up on 17 minutes on my stopwatch, but I didn't really time things too well, and I did stuff off screen, so might be at about 15 minutes, maybe a little bit more. Just trying to do my math unnecessarily, because it doesn't really matter how long I make the videos. I just want to keep things on that good old average between 25 and 30, even though I haven't had any below 25. Maybe before the finale I will, depending on how things go. It might end up in like such a way. But yeah, we hook shot over that way, even though it's claw shot. How dare I say the H form of it. But that's how we get a small key. Look down that way. Seems a little treacherous to me, so I'm going to jump down there and be treacherous. I think there's a way I can like glitch the camera a little bit, so let's see if I can try that. So let's do things like so, see if I can climb in a weird way. I don't know. I have a Miiverse post about it. I'll flash it up on screen if I can find it. Plus, Miiverse is about to end on like November 7th or so, where Link looks pretty creepy. Oh well, I guess that's one way to get back around, but you can't really do too much aside from doing the vine climbing there. So maybe we'll have to come back at a later time with the whole backtracking aspect of how these temples are sometimes once you get the dungeon of the item. Haha. Yeah, we do have a little bit more backtracking to do, but I'm gonna keep it off screen, except on screen, because that's what I meant to say. And plus, once you get over this way, it's going to do some sort of odd cutscene. Rar! Es Dragon Largo. What are you gonna do? You're going to eliminate the bridge, even though I've already been there. But I would like to go back there in the future, but I can't really go back there in the future unless I have the item anyway, so it's like a double standard of things. And here I thought Midna was gonna pop out and say something. It's like, oh no, that dragon is causing troubles for you. Yes, troubles, spaghettios. Oh man, that sounds good. I might eat that after this episode. It's at 4:30 p.m. right now. Don't really eat too much lunch around this time because I wake up a little late. I didn't really have breakfast until noon. Hello, I should probably be doing this before things go too crazy. What the heck? I was like high enough up to where I could have climbed around, but it didn't allow that. It's like, yeah, you're messing yourself up too much anyway, so we'll just make you take the L in stride. Okay, I cannot go there because that's the way to drop down. You might be predicting what our dungeon item may be if you don't already know, especially the fact that I'm talking about it at this point in time. I don't know. I'll just take a brief look over this way just to show what it's all about. Can't really do much here so far yet, but I'll just show you what things look like. I think the dungeon map's here. I don't know, I'm trying to remember. Is at some point. No chests around, just cargo rocks and stuff. Huh, I want to put my arrows in a place. So how about I do that? Put you on my R button so I can do some sniperage like that in my sniper age. Oh man, not really hitting the guys, but it doesn't really matter if I do or not because these guys will respawn by the time I need to come back this way anyway. But I was proving that I can be cool without the Hawkeye. Those last couple hits were actually pretty cool because I was just talking in the middle of things and things just happened to be splendiferous. Okay, so trying to think how I can do things. This is where we haven't gone. I'm just taking this Ooccoo with me. I'm surprised I haven't already done this a bit more before. I like to toss them, and while they're mid-air, acting like they're going to attack me like a cuckoo, however you prefer to say it, I'm going through the door. I'm sure I'll run into the dungeon item eventually. Yeah, of course I'm going to get the dungeon item, but the dungeon map is what I'm talking about specifically right now. And I guess I prematurely went away from my spinner because I need it at this point. Keeping my iron boots around because there are kind of points you need it. Not too many points, but I'm just going to keep it there for now, I guess. Just keep the bridge spinning. There's something down there, but I don't really have a proper way to attire myself or whatever. But yep, there's always backtracking to be done here in the City of the Sky. Yeah, you can tell that this place is pretty cool, like an ancient city and all that stuff, but a little lacking of energy. Maybe all the energy is lost in the greatness of the sky. And I thought I wasn't killing the card right there. It's like, come on, a spin attack to do it, but yeah, it did. So my null is point void. Bring those words in the proper locations. I could do that in editing, but I don't want to because I'm already talking about things like this and don't want to annoy myself even further. Okay, I believe this is the room where we get our dungeon map, not dungeon item. Alright, take the thing away like that, and hit some things around. Sheathe my sword, even though I'm just swinging it by, what am I doing? Strengthening it, like I'm using stone or whatever to sharpen a blade. But how much sharper can the Master Sword get? It's already masterful and everything. And yes, you do need to hit that switch, of course, to make wind less of a problem for you. Let's see. He doesn't blow in the wind, and he doesn't make the thing fall down. It's kind of a weird situation. Let's dodge out of the way of you, toss your thing up that way. You guys aren't being too friendly with me, so I guess I won't be friendly in return. Oh man. Oh man, and I'm also forgetting on top of things that I still need to get the golden wolf. Maybe I will try to find a way. Don't be blown by the wind or anything. Yeah, being careful with stuff. So I can drop down, and yeah, that's where things were disabled. I think it's just right here to my dungeon map. Just not too much going on. Kind of had trouble on that puzzle of all puzzles in practice. Kind of a room overlooking other things that we are iterating. Let's get the dungeon map. I'm trying to sing with the music and I see an Ooccoo off in the distance through the tiny hole. Plenty of dudes around. Seems like it would be a doozy of a room to explore. let's get me some rupees before going way too far with things. Hey, you there, why don't you go ahead and see? Nope, it's like an invisible wall, even though the wall parts aren't as spectified as they were. Do I have to hit the switch again? I hope not. No, I don't. Because that's the fan right there. We can actually claw shot to it, but I can just walk my way over. Here, let me shove. Okay, I guess I can't claw shot that specific one, but there are things that allow you to. Actually, I don't really think the fans allow it, but yeah. My point stands, you can get things taken care of well enough. Yeah. I don't think I can reach over there at the point we are, so yeah. I'm just going to go through this room normally and obtain the chests normally. And we have some returning enemies, of course keys, but might be starting to see them soon if I can get to a point. I'm not really going to spawn until we get too close to them. Here we go. Tile worm! Let's boomerang you like the way we once knew and make you fall probably all the way down to in front of the forest temple. Ugh. Like, lose consciousness before you even get too far down so you don't really feel the pain of your death. Or maybe like you wake up just a minute before you hit the ground, like, oh man. Then you say your prayers and go to sleep in the eternal good night or whatever. Interstellar. I watched that back in physics. It was a fun time. Might want to watch that movie again. As we grab this yellow rupee. Do I want to do a mortal draw on the keys? I don't know. I'm gonna disengage you with a thing. Okay, I guess you're gonna just fall down. Okay. Yeah. 24.5 minutes minus a little bit of editing. Might be able to get through a couple more rooms by way of predictions. I think I'm going to start next episode by actually going and get the golden wolf to keep things streamlined enough. Yeah, I'm going to take a brief reprieve away from the place, or whatever, so I can do things greatly. And I guess here's another nostalgia-inducing room. Trying to think in my brain how to get things taken care of. Got a couple dino foes in here. The armored ones specifically. Let's put arrows right there. Bombs right there with the arrows. So I can do that. Okay, I guess it's just enough to bring it down. Just making your friend go, hmm. Oh, I wanted them to fall down to the mortal coil from way high up and do things in such a way. I don't know. Defeating this mini boss will open that right there that we didn't even know was really there, but I knew was there because we had to kill the guys anyway. If you want to at least open that door back up. It's not there, it's on... Okay, straight out in front of us. Confusing myself with practice thinking it would be left or right, but it's actually straight out in front of you. Woohoo! So let's claw shot to the vines, climb on up, save these guys. Yay, that's how we do things. But there's not really much else to do and not much to fly to as well. Except there is a little something that we want to cling to. Cling to your guns and all that stuff. Pull that light bulb looking thing down. Light bulb, I don't know. Sometimes you need iron boots to make things more heavy, but you don't need it in this situation. I guess I'll take you as my tribute, Ooccoo. Are you going to be constantly flowing, Mr. Wind, dude? Yes, I'm calling inanimate objects. It's not even an object really, it's just air blowing in ways that it be blowing. Yeah. Here we go. I don't think we've been around this way before because, yeah, it looks kind of like a different room that you'd be seeing, but it's not the same type of situation. So how about we get 2 away so we can wait for things to be blowing. Blow our way up so we can get high enough on the world to keep on going. You're not going to go down at a faster rate, are you? Nope. Just going to go straight ahead to this treasure chest. Have the Ooccoo sit on top of it. It's like flying in place. Oh man, how are you doing such a thing? And then you do the blip blopping. Coming up on 27 minutes now. I might end the episode after this room. Just gonna, okay, I can't really use an Ooccoo here. So let's see if I can do a little something. Get myself over this way, and then an Ooccoo. There are ones up against the wall and all that stuff, but you are still my friend that I will use forever. I'm gonna wait for things. Okay, that's just the thing I need from the other side. Let's just blow ourselves to this other side. Let's see if I can swivel around just properly. Things are being proper enough for me. Let's get up and cling to this thing again. Ah, my iron boots were on in the cutscene. Blowing these pots. No, I'm gonna miss out on those rupees. Not like it's a big deal. I have plenty of money, and I don't really want to get to 2,000 and miss out on rupees. Again, not like rupees are an object of discreditude, of ability to avoid things hard to come by. Took me a minute to get the right word, but that's how we get to the word. And yeah, I think we are at a place to where it would be fitting to end the episode as we get to the 28-minute mark on the stopwatch. And it seems that things are coming full circle in this circular room. Yes, this is what we were overlooking previously in the room where we got the dungeon map. And next time on The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD, we start the episode by getting the Golden Wolf by Hyrule Castle, and then we come back to this room to continue further here in the City in the Sky. Until next time, don't toast yourself.